Hey, people. Welcome to Wonderfully Intuitive. I ask that you follow, subscribe, like, comment, or share. Okay. Listen, y'all. I'm getting sick. Okay. I'm catching a head cold. But I feel like it's more than that because my body is starting to ache. But I still wanted to make sure that I don't miss a beat with you guys. So let's see what comes out. And somebody sent me donation for a reading, for a YouTube upload. I need whoever you are to either email me or message me so I will know that it's from you. Otherwise, I'm just going to send it back. Okay? So, all right, here we go. I knew I wasn't ready for you. I was planted, not buried, continue to bloom. I'm emotionally beat down and it hurts. Okay? So that's one hell of a beginning. Okay? For one, whoever you are, you've been dealing with missing a transition loved one. That's one thing I definitely see. I definitely see that. The thing is, let me intuitively what I'm feeling is that you've been going through some other issues, and this transition loved one that you're missing, that person may have always been a shoulder to lean on or a listening ear for you or someone that gave you some advice. Okay? And you don't have the support you had when they was here. So you're going through some changes and you feel alone going through those changes. But you're not supposed to stay in the space you're in. You're supposed to bloom. You're supposed to blossom. You're not supposed to wither away. Okay? I don't care what somebody decided to do. I don't care what type of bullshit somebody decided to pull. You know that this person wasn't ready for you, just like this person. They know they were not ready for you. They were not strong enough for you. Okay? And I feel like they caught you at a vulnerable moment in a vulnerable space. Okay? But you got to pick you back up. Your transition loved one would not want to see you or emotionally beat down, feeling defeated. You better pick yourself back up. Change the outcome by making a grand exit. Boom, bam, bit. I should just end it there, but I'm not. Oh my God, my nose is burning when I breathe. Cherish moments and memories. That's right beside I was planted, not buried, continue to bloom. So you have so many moments and memories of your transition loved one that you're supposed to continue to cherish. You're supposed to continue to remember, okay? And know that time you had with this person was precious, okay? And that those memories are a lot to hold on to. And I know that you're sad because they're not physically here with you for you to touch them, for you to hear them, but their voice still ring in your head. Like you can still think of certain moments and memories and you can still hear their voice. Okay? So, cherish those things, and don't forget, change the outcome by making a grand exit. Don't stay where you don't belong. Or don't allow somebody to stay in your space if you know they don't belong there. I have to move on. That's you. I'm emotionally beat down and it hurts. I have to move on. Listen, let me just tell you something. I'm about to read these cards the way they are. Because this is clear as fucking day. And I don't know who this is for, but you know who you are that this message is specifically geared to. Okay? I knew I wasn't ready for you. Change the outcome by making a grand exit. I was planted, not buried. Continue to bloom. Cherished moments and memories. I'm emotionally beat down and it hurts. I have to move on. What is this telling you right here? That you was fucking with somebody that you and them both knew that they were not ready for you. And it's time for you to make a grand exit and change the outcome. It's time for you to change the outcome. Okay? Because it's not what you want it to be anyway. It hasn't been what you wanted it to be anyway. You bend and you folded so many times dealing with this person. Why? I don't think you need to do that anymore. And you have someone, yes, they have transitioned. They were planted, okay? They were not buried, okay? Their memory is still there, okay? You still have moments that you cherish. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you're never ever gonna forget this person. You are never gonna forget them. You can still hear their, like I said, when you think about this person and certain moments that you shared with this person, it's moments that you cherish, you still can hear their voice playing in your mind. You still can hear their voice, okay? And just know that they're there with you at times. Not all the time, but they are there with you when they feel like you need them. The thing is, see, a lot of times I may tell, like I see different things, but this time I feel like they're there with you when they feel you need them, okay? And they're sending you messages now because they feel like you need them now, okay? And whoever this is for, you're getting emotional listening to this message because I can tell from the way I started speaking. I can tell, okay? But you got to pick yourself back up, okay? And yes, you've been emotionally beat down, okay? Yes, you are hurt. You are experiencing some pain. But you got to get you together. You already know that you need to make this exit. You know you need to move on. Oh, your nerves are shot too. But you, listen, you have to hold yourself accountable for all the things you've accepted. Okay? And don't live your life mourning, I'm still around. Listen, if you don't know that they want you to understand, if you don't understand how these messages are coming out, okay, and this is making your nerves are fucking shot, whoever you are, your hand been shaking a little, this message alone is making you, it's taking you out of a comfortable space, and you've already been uncomfortable lately. But this message is making you feel even more uncomfortable. It's making you feel emotional, okay? And you already feel beat down. You feel weary. But you got to pick yourself up. You have to. Don't live your life mourning, I'm still around. And then you have somebody that you were dealing with. This person is arrogant, okay? I see this person is very arrogant, and the way this person try to get through to you is sexually, okay? Through intimacy. I put a spell on you, sex is my weapon. L's, left and right, lessons, lack, limits, and love. I haven't pulled that in such a while. But you've experienced a lot of L's, left and right, okay? You've learned a lot of lessons, okay? I just heard some of the lessons nearly killed you, okay? And I don't know why I heard that. You've experienced lack because you haven't pulled yourself together to be that go-getter that you know you're supposed to be. This is why continue to bloom is there. You need to be that go-getter. Continue to bloom, okay? You need to apply limits, okay? It's definitely necessary. And you have to find it in your heart to love you. Fuck loving them. You already love them. Okay? It's time for you to love you. I'm only going to pull one more from here. Look, apply limits to those of whom counted you out. I just said that you got to apply limits, right? I just told you that. And things got way too complicated. I had to run. I know I hurt you. One day you will forgive me. So I don't know who this is, what they did. They know they hurt you. They already know this. But they also knew that they were not ready for you, and you knew this as well. It is what it is. And you need to take your time. Take your time so you could go ahead and pull yourself back together. You've been reminiscing on this transition loved one, and not only that, you've been reminiscing on how things used to be compared to how they are now, and it's making you sad because you wanted things to be a certain way, but they're not. Somebody didn't show you enough respect, and it's time for you to let go. And I know letting go isn't easy, but it's time for you to let go. I didn't know what I really wanted until now. This person, listen, they know that they were not ready for you. Okay? Despite the fact they may want you, they may have wanted you, but they didn't want all of you. Okay? And that's enough for you to make that grand exit. You no longer need to be stuck. You no longer need to be stuck. Allow them to be stuck. They can be stuck and stay where they are, but you don't need to stay there with them. Your feelings doesn't matter to this person. They don't care how you feel. If they cared how you feel, you wouldn't be feeling emotionally beat down. They thought they knew you. No, but I don't feel like it's they thought they knew you. I feel like you thought you knew them, and they turned out to be something totally different than what you thought you knew they were. You believed this person's lies. But it was plenty of times that you knew this person was lying, and you still sat there and believed them, even though you knew deep down this person was lying. Guess what? They chose them. It's time for you to choose you. They chose them. When they was hurting you, they chose them. They did what was best for them. Now it's time for you to do what's best for you. Show no fear. Here, let me look here. I ain't gonna be able to stay on here too long. I know my nose about to start dripping and running. It's already burning. You need to relax a little. I can tell you're on edge. You don't know your own power. You don't know your own power, and it's time for you to set your intentions. It's time for you to set your intentions high. It's time for you to raise your vibration. It's time for you to lift yourself up. It's time for you to stop feeling so down. It's time for you to know that there's no reason for you to continuously feel down. Why are you staying stuck down instead of pulling yourself back up? Trust the universe. And you need to do the work. You have to. You can't sit around and wait for somebody else to do it for you. You have to do it yourself. Uh-oh, my nose. You miss your happiness. And You know, some of the decisions that you need to make, some of the decisions that you had to make, made you lose a lot of sleep. Somebody, they put a guilt trip. They like tried to guilt trip you into letting them stick around longer than they were supposed to. But this person made you feel lonely even when you were with them. And the sad thing is, you felt lonely when you were already grieving, like you were missing somebody that you lost. And it doesn't mean that this is a fresh loss, but the loss of this transition loved one, it still seems new to you. Even if it happened a couple of years ago, it still feels like it was just yesterday that you lost this person. That's how much you miss them. You need to stop worrying so much. Somebody's having too many regrets, and that grief is too much. That grief is too much. That death, that ending, that death, it took a toll on you. Okay, and you got to pick yourself back up. You got to pick yourself back up. And there's too many areas of the relationship that you dealt with, it didn't even feel right to you in the first place. So I mean, damn, you definitely need to continue to let it go, because your feelings definitely didn't matter to this person. The end of a tough cycle approaches. Adjustments are required. Adjustments are required. Emotions are running hot. Listen, adjustments are required. You have to make some necessary adjustments in your life. You have to pull yourself out of this dark space you've been in. You have to. You have to learn to see that light. You have to learn you have to learn to brighten your life, okay? You have to get out of this dark space that you're in. I don't know who this is for. I do not like this energy. You need to really pick your fucking self up. This don't feel good. And I know if it don't feel good to me, I know it don't feel good to you. And I'm so sorry that you're going through this. But please pick yourself up. And you know I must love you for me to be on here not feeling good, doing this message. So pick yourself back up. And you have somebody knows that you are not in the strongest space of your life right now. And I just feel like this person keep picking with you. This person will not allow you to be at peace for too long. But you just don't know. What they're doing, what they've done to you, what they keep doing, they're poking a bear, and maybe they're about to force you. They're forcing your hand. They're going to force you to get up. You better pull yourself up and stop sticking around like you're stuck. Like stop. You're sticking in one place like you're so stuck. But the sad thing is, you're remembering a lot of shit that this person did that was fucked up. And you're having some restless, sleepless nights. You are all in your head. You know, I'm going to tell you something. You may be your own worst enemy right now. Because you know you really need to pick yourself up. I'm sorry. I need a tissue. I need a tissue. I'm about to be snotty Scotty. Uh-oh. Sorry, my nose running. Oh. Okay. I'm going to look at these and then I'm going to just wrap this up. Okay. I already said I didn't like the energy of this. You need to be proud of yourself and make time for self-love. You got to detoxify too, though. And you need to work through your feelings. That's what it is that you need to detoxify. You need to detoxify the way you feel. You need to work through those feelings. You need to raise your vibration. You need to lift yourself back up and get out of this stuck space that you've been in. You know you deserve better. You know that this person wasn't ready for you, and they know they were not ready for you. You've experienced enough lack, limits, loss, and love hurts. It's been hurting you, and you need to snap out of it, is what I just heard. And I'm not trying to be harsh, but I'm not gonna sit here and give like a pity party either, because it's time for you to pick yourself up. You need to do right by you, okay? If you could sit around and you could try to do right by somebody that's not even doing right by you, then yep, you definitely need to hold yourself accountable for all that you've allowed, for all that you've accepted. And what you need to do is you need to do right by you, because how the fuck you gonna sit there and do right by somebody that's not even doing right by you, and you forget about you? Like, you better get your shit to fucking together, okay? But anyway, I ask that you follow, subscribe, like, comment, or share, okay? Bye, people.